The sale of fake and substandard mobile phones is a big business in Nigeria. With a population of over 160 million people and 63% living below 150 naira per day, fake phones have become very appealing to Nigerians. At a visit to Computer Village Ikeja, we were told that fake is the wrong terminology for substandard phones. They are rather referred to as China phones. So, what separates a China phone from an original phone?
The determining factor is the motherboard. Most times, motherboard of China phones are so weak because in China, they produce depending on our capacity. If in China they will tell you more money, high quality, lower money, lower quality. The facility in China phones, you cannot compare it with the original one. That's why the durability is quite different. China can't last, but original will last.
The difference is the quality. The China phone, it is not qualitative, but the original is the quality, and it will last long.
The features are quite different from each other, as in the features on the phone itself. And the Chinese phone is a little bit heavier than the regular normal phones.
There's no too much difference because the China phone and the original phone, you can compare them together because you can browse on the China phone, but it's not like the original.
They are good product. You use them, they are durable, they are cheaper. You meet the need of the people. What you can find in Samsung Galaxy Tab, you can find them like we have a Techno Tab. Everything in Galaxy Tab you find it there and it's cheaper.
Wondering whether the sale of China phones was really profitable as they were relatively cheap, and also whether customers who patronized these marketers had the knowledge that these phones were substandard, we got this response.
Since Nigeria prefer cheap stuff, the people that go to China prefer buying China phones as well. You understand? Because they make more money. Everything depends on, economics will tell you, demand and supply. Because there is high demand, then they go over there and bring more supply. So they make money. If they don't make money, they won't be going for China phones.
I've been using it for quite some time and I don't have issues with them. So I recommend it for people. If you need a phone, cheap phones that can serve you like the Samsung Galaxy Tabs, and you don't have the money, you can go for that. It will really serve you better.
From my own experience, people that want to buy China phones knows they are buying China phones because they know the difference between the two. And some China phones they have some certain features that regular phones don't have. You understand? Like voice training, voice changing, and all those things. People buy those phones simply because of that thing they want it for.
On the submission by regulatory agencies like the NCC that the use of fake phones poses health risks to users and claims that these phones are responsible for some cases of poor reception and network failure, marketers and customers had this to say.
Anybody tells you that is a lie. None. There is no hazard attached to it.
There is an hazard, maybe like an infrared something affecting humans. Then it should also come from the other ones because they are all made from the same chip. The NCC, they should be the one to control the inflow of phones from any source. If they manage their own very well, we won't have problem with network.
If these claims by the regulatory agencies are true, then why do substandard phones have a larger share of the mobile phone market? Why are they still being allowed into the country in huge volumes? I'm Village Ikeja, Superscreen News.